Hey guys, now this is not a normal video that I don't normally do, but it is hunting season here in Ohio, and I just wanted to kind of talk to you. I just had lunch, so if there's any deer around, they were probably scared off when I was trying to make my lunch earlier, but I just wanted to talk to you really quick about some things that I think are really important in camp crafting or hunting, especially traditional skills in general. Now, I've talked about this and I kind of beat it like a dead horse, the importance of layers, but there's also an importance of multi-use gear. Whenever you can, if you can find gear that you can adapt to other things, then that is the best thing that you can do. Now, as you can see, this is a scarf that I actually won at a shooting competition last year with early 20th century adventures. Nathaniel Logsdon, his wife, made this as a prize, so I brought that out with me to keep those people in my heart and spirit. And it's just due to the width and everything, it's just really nice. And I kind of want to go off about that because this scarf is like 12 inches, well, dang near 12 inches wide. So there's lots of things you could do with this besides just throwing it around your neck and keeping your neck warm. Earlier today, because I really like having a hat with a brim, and I don't have a Stormy Cromer hat yet, but you can put something like this over your head like that. It kind of look like a traditionally old woman or something, but look at that. Like, as you can see, covers up my ears, but it also, due to the natural tone and color, is really good for a woodland environment. So besides the blaze orange, it's deer season, this is what you got to do. But you can do things to kind of break it up so that flare it out kind of like a cobra, and there's not much orange that's exposed on the front, but clearly in the back. So in case there is any hunter that comes along, they can see where I am at. And just to give you an idea of how traditional I am going, I got my 1873 Winchester 45 Colt that I hope I get to use and harvest a nice deer today. Put it in the freezer. I also got like my full Pennsylvania tuxedo. I'll try to reach it out here so you can see. The only thing I don't have, because of the time of year, there's not a whole lot of brush. It's all died down, so I didn't wear my puttees. But early season, I usually wear my puttees just to help with the dirt and the snags and things like that, especially those itty bitty little fuzz seeds and the stickers and stuff. Anyhow, I'm getting off track, but I have lots of layers. I have my long johns that you can see here. This is my long john underwear. Then I've got my wool flannel shirt. Then I actually have my vest. I've got my World War I Mackinac overcoat. And man, this thing is so nice, especially because like today it's 20 degrees. And as much as I love my Woolridge coat and my vest and my long johns, at 20 degrees and below, if you're sitting still, and that's the thing, like if you're sitting still and your blood isn't pumping, you can get cold really, really quick. But so again, layers is really important. I like having them, and this is something that's not talked a lot about, and I think it's really, really important when we talk about vintage clothing and gear, especially for hunting. Wool, besides the heat and besides what it does with moisture, wool is such a fantastic material to wear because it hardly makes any noise compared to modern materials. Like next time you're at Walmart, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, or any of those hunting stores, throw on one of the more modern jackets, and they're nice. They keep you warm and stuff, but man, do they make a ton more noise than what natural wool coats do. So that's another plus just to go vintage. It's more sustainable, better for the environment, 100 other things, but I digress. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that really quick, and I also wanted to briefly mention, I thought I heard something. I also wanted to briefly mention these hand warmers, these catalytic hand warmers. Now, a lot of people think that these things were like invented in the 50s or 60s. They boomed in popularity in the 50s and 60s, but in truth, they were actually invented in the 1920s by a Japanese man specifically, and the company still exists. And off the top of my head, for some reason, I am drawing a blank. I can't remember what the company was, but they still make them. And this is like an Aladdin Johnny heater or something like that. But you can still get them for Zippos, and I actually have a link below for my Amazon affiliate. So I make some money if you can't find them at like Walmart. Walmart used to sell them at least 2 years ago. I know that they sold the Zippo hand warmers. So if you don't want to order, you can try your big box store and you'll find them. But I love these things. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but they put off a lot more heat than what the hot hands do. And if you put them, because I like to move them around on my body. I have 2 of them, and I always put them in my vest pockets. But then I can hold on to them like so. And due to the amount of heat that it puts off, my hands warm up rather quickly, which is just super, super nice. Yeah, isn't that nice? So I got to put that back. And I haven't seen a whole lot today. I haven't even seen squirrels, seen birds, heard birds. Show you. Yeah. How's that just awesome? Look at that. It's a natural deer stand. Got the water, got line of sight. Man, I'm so pleased with this spot. Just haven't seen a whole lot of anything. And earlier, like 20 minutes after I got set up and everything, like a herd of hunters. This is public land. You kind of got to expect that. But a herd of hunters came up, just jabbering, talk, as loud as they could. They weren't even whispering. They weren't trying, man. They definitely were not walking lightly. And anyhow, they moved on past me. And then, like 15, 20 minutes later, again, I heard like boom, boom, boom. And they were shouting like, oh, got it. And then they just kept on talking about the whole time while they're harvesting the deer as loud as they possibly could. So if there's any deer in this area, they probably moved on to another county at this point. But it's just how it is with public hunting spaces. You just kind of got to accept that. But if you are a hunter, and these weren't even kids, man. These were full adults, so like 4 of them. But if you're a hunter, please be considerate of others when you go to a public land. And it's okay to talk. I get that. I understand. But learn how to use your inside or library voice, especially during this time of year. Things echo through the woods like crazy. You know, you hear something rustling, it's a squirrel, and it's like 50 yards away, but it sounds like they're right next to you. So, PSA, public service announcement. Please take that into consideration. But yeah, I don't know, wanted to take you on this little adventure with me and talk to you about just a couple of things right after I ate lunch. In fact, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I got my pack, got my, man, I love that pack. Also got good old Stanley with me, help me keep my coffee good and warm. And 20 degrees weather does not take long to cool down, though. Man, this is like I poured these just before I started making this video, and we're at like 9 minutes right now. And now it's like, this is like room temperature. It does not take long at all on this kind of temperature, but it's so much fun. You know, just being alone in your thoughts, if nothing else. You know what I mean? And who knows? Hopefully something happens from it, but if nothing else, any time in the woods is a positive healing experience, you know. So Slancha, I hope you guys all do well, and if you're a hunter, I hope you're successful and you get to bring something home. So yeah, give a kiss and hug to your loved ones, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Take care.